Oh, what's going on, guys, and welcome to the Harness Wealth channel. My name is Sean Harness, and today I'm going to jump in and just talk to you guys a little bit more about my journey. When I wake up every day and I look at my neighborhood, like, wow, honestly, pretty good. Round of applause for just a poor black kid who grew up on the east side of Detroit. Really, I attribute that success to education, hard work, mentors, and also career progression. That's our topic for today. Check out some of the places I've had a chance to travel: Italy, China, and South Korea. Also South Africa, where I fed some ostriches and obviously had a good time. But you know what? I choose the topic today about career progression, and mainly because I feel like it's a very powerful tool and a very powerful way for us to have more money, access to more time, and live those full, prosperous lives that we all want. So let's get it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Guys, I hope you're having a good day. Hope everybody's doing well, staying safe, making it through these tough financial times that's going on. If this is your first time joining, hey, welcome. My name is Sean Harness, and this is my channel. Living well, living wealthy, that's the goal. That's what this channel is about. But today I want to talk to you guys about some of the steps that I made in my career that allowed me to get to that point. Hey guys, be sure to hit the thumbs up if you found value in this content. Also, subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I get ready to post new content. And lastly, share this video with someone that you feel that can benefit from the information. Cool? All right, let's get it. Because some people just wake up sometimes and say, you know what? I want to be successful. I want more money. I want to be wealthy. I want to be more financially stable. And they just literally try and pray it away. And although prayer is important, it is also about action and execution. What are you doing so that you can get to that next level to where you want to go? Guys, check this out. Look at this little human, or I should say little dog. Look what she does. She herds me out of my office and makes me take her outside. That's what she likes to do. So just taking a quick break here before we get back. Bella about to get ready to start her channel too. So, okay, let's go up and around. There you go, mama. Okay, give me a shake. Okay, give me a shake up here. Give me a shake. All right, mama. Oh, I love a good sneaker. Those are my Air Jordan 11 Retro Concords with the 45 on the back. You know, those were re-released, and you know I love a good sock. So just a little bit of personality there. All right, y'all. So let's roll in here and grab a coffee because this discussion we about to have, it's gonna take a little energy. Really neat discussion though, because I feel like when it comes down to being healthy, one of the best things you can do is be a high earner. And to be a high earner, a lot of times you need to excel in your career. So as I'm sitting here having coffee, guys, I'm gonna just run through a couple of really important career lessons that I feel are super important. These are some of the things that I took with me on my journey, and that was how I was able to be the executive that I am now. Because I feel that a lot of times the corporate environment can be very tough. I know some of you guys may have, say, a blue collar job versus a white collar job, you know, working at a restaurant. All of this applies. So the first one is to honestly be brilliant at the basics. So if your job is to be a hamburger flipper, or if your job is to deliver mail, try and find out ways to be the best hamburger flipper or the best mail deliverer you can possibly be at that time. The reason is because when you're in a career and people put you in a certain role, they're honestly just trying to determine if you can do that role where you're at before they put you somewhere else. If you show that you can do, say, a really simple job really, really good, what they do is they talk behind closed doors and they say, you know what, we're going to put this person in another role. It also is something very important to mention about learning the basics, skill sets. Skill set transfers, very important as you go from job to job. Another thing to keep in mind is that your current role is not your forever role. This is honestly just a comma, not a period, in your trajectory, in your progression of whatever it is you're looking to do personally and professionally. I think it's important to keep that in mind, because sometimes when we're in a role, we begin to essentially get a little down or feel a certain way that is not always positive, and it kind of stunts your growth for you continuing to move forward in your professional journey. It's temporary, it's not permanent. Another lesson I learned is that your skill sets are very relevant than just your education alone. Super important, right? To have that piece of paper, to have that degree, I think is very important because it offers opportunity. But going back to what I just mentioned about learning the basics, learning skills, because when you go from one job to the next, or you go from a job that you're at right now and you get promoted, things of that nature, I feel it is very important to keep in mind that when you're doing that, you're taking skills with you. And when you come into a new role, whether it's a lateral role or whether it's a role that's higher than the one you're in now, people are going to assume that you have certain skills. And the way that you essentially get noticed is that you perform in that role with the skills that you have, and you get noticed that way. Another really important lesson that I learned: when the world gives you a no, accept it and move on. A no is okay. Sometimes a no can mean not for you or not right now. A lot of that happens essentially in a career, mainly because the people at the top feel that they're making the best decision for them and their company, which essentially that's what they're doing, right? All right, guys, something else that I learned that I feel like is very important is to take highly visible opportunities or stretch assignments and also do a good job. Like, don't be taking these stretch goals and stretch assignments and fumbling. Essentially, when you do these, something that's actually proven by research is how to gain power in an organization. So made up of 3 elements. The first one is error reduction. Come in and basically do a good job and perform. Secondly is centrality. Find something that's central and important to the organization. And lastly, it is communicating that to someone who already has a seat at the table. When you do these 3 things together and you perform that, essentially this is what you're doing when you're performing that stretch assignment or that stretch goal, you begin to get more power in the organization. And man, I'm telling you, it can be game changing. So lastly, learn to reinvent yourself. I feel like it's very underrated for even a business, right? Because when you come into a company or an organization, there are going to be a lot of people just like you, right? Same education, you know what I mean? Same type of skills and things of that nature. In order to separate yourself apart, you have to find things that you can do to make yourself different. So I'm going to break your career into 3 main areas, right? The first one is going to be performance. For performance, there are some things from a skill set perspective you can do to differentiate yourself. You can get more training. So learn Microsoft Excel, learn how to do computer coding, learn how to communicate better. So do Toastmasters, learn how to be a better leader. You know, take more leadership roles, and picking up those skills will truly differentiate yourself, right? The second one is going to be image. So this goes into a lot of things that you see me talk about on this channel, a lot of what actually Dr. Nina talks about on her channel. And that relates to, you know, the self-care that you do to take and make sure that you're washing your face properly. So no acne, beard care for the fellas, you know what I mean? Making sure you got a fresh haircut, manicures and pedicure. Like, I feel like all of that, hands and feet, super important, right? You are learning what to wear when it comes to as you're going into your professional career. And I'm probably going to do a video about that, but you may not have super loud colors on all the time. It may be something kind of plain, but neat and kind of just fresh. You know what I mean? Image, performance, and perception, right? So perception is that piece that kind of goes with you building relationships with people. This is why I do videos on building relationships, because I feel that that is also that missing link to kind of culminate and put yourself in a place where you essentially become very valuable in a company and an organization. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this conversation. Be sure to like this video if you found value. Also, be sure to share it with someone you feel that can benefit from the information. Also, join the channel and hit that notification bell so you know when I get ready to post new content. Until then, See you in the next video, guys. We out. Peace.